exercise you are doing, you must come. After the program, you are going to move into that platform. And when you have a
teachers and other stakeholders to provide holistic support and address children's needs comprehensively, advocating for children's rights and well-being, and break barriers and promote positive change in the learners. So this brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you very much.
This is not try you want
Psychology. Child psychology is a field of study focused on understanding how children think, feel, and behave as they grow and develop. Child psychology plays a crucial role in teaching and learning. Understanding the principles of child psychology can help teachers and educators to create an effective learning environment. Child psychology is also defined as a branch of psychology that focuses on the study of the mental, emotional, and behavioral development of children from infancy through to adolescence. It involves the understanding of how children grow, learn, and interact with their environment. The second question is, what are the principles of child psychology in teaching and learning? The principles of child psychology
are fundamental concepts that guide our understanding of how children develop, think, and behave. These principles, some key principles include the developmental stages. To explain this point, we know that children go through different stages of development, each with its unique characteristics and learning needs. Educators or teachers should adapt their teaching approaches based on the developmental stage of their students or
To manage our own selves first before we are able to manage the stress that a child is also bringing from the home. Once we are talking about all this, we have correspondence from the Narcotics Control Board. They have been coming around to educate us. They will be coming to come and have an interaction with our students. However, I thought that it's also necessary for us as the leaders to have some knowledge, some exposure about the effects of drug abuse, stress management, the stresses, and how we can cope with them. So whilst we're thinking, thought that their delivery will also have some impact on what we are doing today. So they are here and we give them some time, sometimes 15, maximum 20 minutes to do their presentation on drug abuse and stresses for us. So without much ado, I wish to introduce the regional coordinators. Please come over, who are going to take us through for this short session, after which we'll continue with our delivery sessions. Thank you very much. Please introduce yourselves.
Good afternoon.
Yes, okay. Yes, I have learned a lot from this workshop. We've been asked to define child psychology, the principles of child psychology in teaching and learning, and also in guidance and counseling. In brief, I would say that we have been told that children or the learners have different learning needs, and we are supposed to learn about how they think, feel, and act in certain ways, and find or map out strategies to assist them out of it. No learner is backward. No learner cannot do it. They all have their individual needs, depend on how we identify them and help them out. And that's why it's been said that someone might not be good at mathematics, but be good in their creative arts, in drawing. Someone will be good at organizing and mobilizing his or her peers in doing other things.
Where
So
do
she then
where do you teach?
I teach at Achimota Basic School. Yes, and we need to get all this on board. It is child, all inclusive for the children. So we need to map out these ways of doing it. And it goes beyond the classroom setting. There are children who come to school, they have emotional and psychological needs. A child comes to school on an empty stomach because the parents cannot afford a meal. You can identify these and then support the child in a little way. You can find a meal for the child. Some of them live with other relatives aside their parents and they struggle to get to school. They need to perform certain domestic chores because they get to school. They come tired, exhausted. And so to shout at a child for coming late without asking, without putting your arm around the shoulder of the child to find out why he or she is late and judging the child or whether inflict further pain in the child and make coming to school or learning very difficult for such a child. So we need to embrace all these to get them on board to learn very well. We practicalize our lessons. Let's take them out, explore the environment, give them group work, and then pick out. Sometimes in doing group work, we should be very careful not to get only two or three doing all the work. Let them assign roles. You do the writing, you do the drawing, give them topics to search on, and then they can progress with us. So we need to do all these things. And when we are on top of our game, believe that the child will come in. Some of them have emotional and psychological problems. We can refer them to the guidance and counseling coordinators, or even some of them also have hearing impairments, visual impairments. They can be referred to the assessments for them to assist them so that the problem identified early will be solved and then the children can all go up. Because we cannot afford to leave any of the learners out of the learning process. Thank you.
All right. My name is Joseph Lemoa, a teacher at Isaacia Islamic Basic School. Here we are at Achimota Senior High School at the Assembly Hall. Today we met for a workshop and we were tasked to try to define what a child psychology is. So I note a little down on my phone that the child psychology is the study of the thinking pattern of children from childhood to adolescence. And when this was going on, I remember basically what I learned in the training college. If a teacher does not know it, then I wonder whether he qualified to be a teacher. There was a Switzerland psychologist from Swiss. He was called Jean Piaget. He said that human mind developed through 4 stages. That is sensory motor stage from 0 to 2 years, then pre-operational stage from 2 years to 7 years, concrete operational stage from 7 to 11 years, and formal operational stage from 12 years onwards. And all what we are saying is that as a teacher, it is very important to know the developmental stages of the child. It is when a teacher knows that the child mind develops 2 stages. That is where the teacher will be in the position to be able to help the learner. Other than that, you will not be able to help. You have to know that the mind goes through stage. And for example, at the concrete operational stage, it is where the children are able to add things together. For example, we say 2 plus 3. Unless maybe you put 2 oranges here, another 3 here, you add them together, then you ask the child to be able to waste some of the things that I have learned. And we also learned that if you will be able to put something to the child mind for him to, you have to what we call empathy, like you have to behave like you are the child. You understand? So that assume that you don't know and somebody is giving it to you. How best you can do so that the child will get exactly what you are teaching. Then you also have to involve the parents because there is something you call the performance socioeconomic background of the parent and the child. Actually, if you don't understand the background of the child from the home, it is also very difficult to be able to impart knowledge to the child. So in conclusion, learn about child development. That is child psychology, how the child might develop from the time the child is giving birth up to the time he becomes adolescent upwards. And each of the stages that the child gets, I mean, they might develop through certain stages, and it is important the teacher know that stage so that they'll be able to impact knowledge to the child. Thank you very much.
So the whole workshop today is about teachers coming together to brainstorm where we share ideas in order to be abreast with current trends in education. We are all aware that the education sector has undergone so many changes, and now we are running a new curriculum where we are supposed to be in line with other development that is happening in the world. We all know that we say we are in the global village. We have a lot of new things that are coming. And so human change or human development is also changing every now and then. And so as teachers, we need to be abreast with current trends so that we are able to bring the best to our children. We as teachers, we don't force children to learn, but we guide them to learn or we guide them to gain knowledge. And so when the right approaches are put in place, the child is able to develop from the childhood right down through adolescence to the manhood stage. And the nation benefits as well. And so there is a need for the government to continually support teachers so that we can also give our best. This workshop is about we coming together, sharing ideas so that we are able to enhance what we already know. Most of the things we already know them, but periodically we need to go through some of them so that we don't lose what we had already known. Thank you.
Right. Today we are having a CPD Day, Continuous Professional Development for all the teachers in the basic school in Okaikoi North Municipality here. Professional development in the sense that we want to follow the concept of professional development always, every time that there is a need for us to keep professionalizing ourselves as the national teacher standard have stipulated. We have the professional ethics, the professional values, professional knowledge. Today, we have decided to look at guidance and counseling, stress management, child psychology, and instructional theory. How all these relate to the teacher and then the learner or the student, so that we'll be able to impact positively or impact better on the students or the learners for better educational outcomes. So today we are here, we have 3 centers over here. We have divided our teacher population into 3. We have the KGs and the lower primary teachers together. Then we have the upper primary teachers together. And we also have the JHS teachers together. So we have 3 centers here, and we have specialized, trained guidance and counseling coordinators who are here, and they are taking the teachers through the topics. We are going to be having 3 sessions. In addition, as a side attraction, we have invited Narcotics Control Board. They are here and they also talk to the teachers concerning drug abuse, its effects, coping mechanisms, and how all these impact on the teachers who are teaching the children and the effect it will also have on the children. So in all, with our topic, guidance and counseling, stress management, instructional theory, and drug abuse and its impact, I think that we are on the right path. We are good to go, and we are sure that after this, our teachers will be more professionalized, and then they will be able to impact better on the lives of our children, so that they'll also become global citizens and compete at the global level. So this is what we are doing today at Okaikoi North Education Directorate. We are using the Achimota School new assembly hall for the program. Thank you.